NASCAR Mobile 48 back again, and welcome back to another episode of NRR. And in today's episode, we're going to be reviewing the 2020 Charlotte Roval race, or the Bank of America Roval Race 400, whatever it's called. It's confusing. But yeah, today's race was pretty decent. It wasn't as crazy as the Xfinity Series race yesterday. That was crazy. But yeah, two straight winners in the Cup and Xfinity Series winning the Roval. Allmendinger won the Roval back in 2019. He goes back-to-back at the Roval, winning in last night's race. And then Chase Elliott goes back-to-back at the Roval after having a comeback win last year and having a pretty good race today. So, yeah, we're going to be reviewing about it, top 10 finishers. Then we're going to be rating the race, and after that we're going to see on the playoff grid, because 4 drivers have been eliminated, and one of them was the reigning series champion. So let's go ahead and get this show started. Finishing in first was Chase Elliott. Well, he just had another really fast Camaro, and as an Elliott fan, I really appreciate the effort from the team. Like, I feel like road courses have been fortunate to them the last few trips, because I feel like they just try to get a little better every time and tweak on the small things. Like, I feel like, Elliott tweaked on some small things and got a little better than what he was last year, which was good. Like, this time he didn't go head on into the Tom's Harper and turn, not this year, but he's just really proud of the effort. That's what I heard in his interview, and it's always special to win at Charlotte, with the Hendrick Motorsports headquarters just across the street. And this is Chase Elliott's third win at Charlotte. 2 of them have been road course wins, and one of them has been on the actual oval and stuff. But yeah, it's just really cool, and really, as an Elliott fan, like I'm saying again, I appreciate all the effort from there. Like, the best way to get into the next round is to win, and so hopefully they can do something with it. Yeah, because Chase Elliott has now made the round of 8 for the 4th year in a row. He is 0-3 of making the championship 4, so hopefully he can go 1-4 if he can make the championship 4, because Kansas, he's won there before. He's pretty good at mile and a half, so let's see what Texas does. And he's really good at Martinsville, so that's going to have to be his best bet. But we'll see what happens for Chase Elliott. And yeah, just congratulations to Chase Elliott, and 4 wins in a row on a road course, and he has 5, looking for number 6, because I think Chase Elliott could win when we go to Circuit of the Americas next year in May. So we'll see what happens, but overall, congratulations to Chase Elliott. Finishing in second was Joey Logano. Well, they won their league because no one was beating that other car, Chase Elliott with Alan Gustafson as a crew chief and the whole 9 team basically. But, Logano said in his interview that they're light years ahead of them when it comes to the road course. Like, I mean, even their teammates, I can't really put my finger on it. Logano, he actually got a good look of what it was and watched him cruise around, not even trying, and would keep on driving away from him. So overall, Logano had a pretty decent day today. They had to come in here and execute because they were on over the cut line in this race, and they come out, still in the round of 8. Going into the round of 8. But obviously, there were plenty of crazy things that could have happened starting in the rain and going to slicks and stage points and trying to get themselves into position. But obviously, there were times that, Kyle Busch was in the spot and they were racing Alex Bowman with only a couple points between them. So it was close, but I bet it was stressful for Joey Logano. But, he said in his interview that he feels a lot better now and would be able to sleep well tonight and then fire away to try and get into that championship 4. Because Logano has made the round of 8 every single time since the chase or the playoff grid has ever existed since 2014. He's made it every single time except for 2017, when he didn't even qualify. So this is the 3rd year Logano has made the round of 8 in a row, and we'll see what happens to him if he can make the championship 4, because he's pretty good at ISM Raceway. He won there earlier this year before the pandemic. So we'll see what happens with Joey Logano, but a pretty decent day for Joey Logano. Finishing in 3rd was Eric Jones. I know they were there and had tires, but they were in a really good spot. But I knew that, Eric Jones said that he knew that Chase Elliott was really fast and has been pretty tough to beat the last few years. But they got something figured out. They're really quick here at the Roval. But, Eric Jones said he was just kind of losing time to him everywhere. He caught him and and couldn't hold them off more than a couple cars. But their Camry was good. It was good to get a top 3 finish, but probably a little bit better than they ran with. But I bet they'll take that third place position because they're auditioning for what teams can get them. And since I thought Suarez would personally go to the 43 car, but he's going to the 99, so hopefully Eric Jones could go to the 43 car. Maybe replace Bubba Wallace. We'll see. Things are still happening, but I think that 43 car will go to Eric Jones. We'll see what happens. But yeah, pretty decent day for Eric Jones and the 20 team. Finishing in 4th was Kurt Busch. Just like he said in his interview, it was a really great improvement, for their road course program. From everybody at Chip Ganassi Racing, like looking at issues and working on what they needed to improve, like whether they were locked in or not, and they came here to go for it. Like, and Kurt Busch also said he's really proud of how the race unfolded. Like it just seemed to they cooked the right rear tires after about 15 laps into a run, but they had a really good braking, so he had to use his strength, even though he got in that spin with Martrix Jr. Going into the chicane. But he was ready for Trix to to just dive in there, but I bet that was funny. And the Trix just got him. So yeah, and after that he was able to recover quicker from that, and it was a really good day for the Monster Energy team. Just wasn't as fast as Chase Elliott, because heck, no one is. But Kurt Busch said that he was glad to make it on to the next round along with Alex Bowman. Like, we got as many Chevys as they pushed through to the round of 8, because I don't remember the last time there were so many Chevys in the round of 8. Like last year there was only like 1 Chevy in the round of 8. I don't remember being so many Chevys. Like, there's now 3 Chevys in the round of 8. Ooh, man, Chevy's starting to show up. But it sucks for Austin Dillon, though, not making it into the next round. He was really the story of the playoffs in the round of 16. But things happen, so pretty decent day for Kurt Busch and the 1 team. Finishing in 5th was Ryan Blaney. Blaney was up there around midway through the race, battling with William Byron and Colt and Christopher Bell. But then they spun out all by themselves and gave, I think, Byron the lead, and that was a huge blow for them. So they tried to recover, but they were only able to make it up to 5th place. So that really sucked for Ryan Blaney. But he still had a pretty decent day. The first ever winner on the Charlotte Roval, finishing 5th, getting another top 5 finish. So I bet it was a pretty decent day for Ryan Blaney and the 12 team. But yeah, they're trying to get wins and stuff, just seeing what they could do for next year. But yeah, pretty decent day for Ryan Blaney. Finishing in 6th was William Byron. Yeah, today was a tough one for them. Like, Byron said that he was frustrated with that speeding penalty he got earlier, and he said that he felt like it was to the good and obviously wasn't, so they had to go back and look at it and stuff, because I don't think that was a bit of a speeding penalty. But hey, rules are rules. But overall, today was a good day though for them. Like, they led a lot of laps, and I really felt like their car was capable of running up front with Chase Elliott. Like, I would have liked to see what they could have done there at the end and battle with them. But either way, it was a good day for them, and they'll go on to Kansas to try to get a win, because Chad Ganassi is 4 races away from retiring from the crew chief spot and being promoted to that new spot. So we'll see what happens, but pretty decent day for William Byron in the 2014. They did really good. Finishing in 7th was Martrix Jr. He had a little bit of a run on them coming to 1 to go and probably stuffed it in there a little too far. He tried to get from inside of Kurt Busch and hit that water back there, and from there it was all over. But he was a little too aggressive there at the end. Overall, just a so-so day for Martrix Jr., but they had decent speed, not winning speed, but they had a lot of fun out there, I bet, but especially in the rain. So it was a pretty decent day for Martrix Jr. He makes the round of 8 for he's made the round of 8 every single time except for once, which was like 2016. But yeah, Martrix Jr. has made the round of 8 every single time except for 2016. So he's just like Joe Logano, but we'll see what happens, because Martrix Jr. is definitely a Championship 4 contender. But we'll see what that has to say in the round of 8, because I'm really confident about Trix when it comes to Martinsville, the second to last race of the season. So we'll see what happens, but a pretty okay day for Martrix Jr., because I expect better out of him. He should have finished in the top 5, but pretty decent day for Truex. Finishing in 8th was Alex Bowman. Advancing must mean a lot to him, but also to his racing. Like everyone, I bet, worked hard all year. Like, I feel like sometimes Bowman's team at least doesn't get the respect they deserve. Like, I feel like it kind of validates all their hard work. Obviously they have a long way to go to try to make the championship 4 at Phoenix. Like those guys work so hard. They did such a good job, and and they just gave Bowman some great race cars. Like look at it where he is now. This is the farthest Alex Bowman has made the playoffs, and actually history. This is the furthest that the 88 car has made the playoffs since the playoffs start. Since the Chase playoffs started. Dale Jr. got eliminated in the round of 12 in 2015 and 2014 and 2015. He didn't make the playoffs in 2016. 2017, he didn't make the playoffs. 2018, Bowman made it, but got eliminated in the round of 8. Same thing in the round of 12. Same thing last year. And now this is the farthest the 88 cars made it. So this is history here. So really great job for Alex Bowman, but I'm really happy for them. Like, I wish, it could have been a little bit better today. Like, they struggled with the race car quite a bit, but they still ended up with a solid top 10 and had what they needed for points. But, how was he feeling in the race car? I heard on Twitter about something about him, like, I don't think Bowman felt too well. Like, his nerves got to more than, he would have liked, and I think it's one of those deals under green, like, you're fine, but when it's like caution after caution after caution, sitting there under caution, I bet it wasn't feeling so good. But, he's all good now. Definitely was nervous, though, but pretty decent day for Alex Bowman. And also, this is the first time that 2 Hendrick cars have made the round of 8 since 2017, where it was Jimmy Johnson and Chase Elliott. So, yeah, this is... Well, even though it was 3 years ago, still, it must mean something for Chevrolet, because Chevrolet has not been the same since the Camaro came out, so they should have stayed with that old Chevy SS, but I'm not the one to judge. Camaros are better. But yeah, it was a pretty decent day for Alex Bowman. He's in the round of 8. I'm rooting for him. Hopefully he can do good, because, this is going to be my new favorite driver, because he's going to the 48 car. I'll still love Jimmy to the end of the earth. Like, he'll still be my favorite NASCAR driver of all time, but Alex Bowman will be my favorite NASCAR driver watching, during the 2021 season. And, yeah, I'm excited for that, so congratulations to Alex Bowman. Finishing in 9th was Cole Custer. They had a lot of ups and downs today. Like, their crew stuck with him today, and the pit crew did a good job. Like, I think they learned some things today with road courses that they can use in the future, which is a positive, because, the Cup Series has only run, 2 road courses this year, and, like the Xfinity Series, they ran 4. They ran Road America, which is going to be on the Cup schedule next year. The Indy Road Course, which is also going to be on the Cup Series schedule next year. They ran the Daytona Road Course, which will be for the Busch Clash next year. And they ran the Charlotte Roval, which will all obviously be on the schedule next year. So, yeah, so they only ran 2 road courses this year, which kind of sucks. I wish they would have run Sonoma or something, but hey, you get what you get. You don't throw a fit. But yeah, Cole Custer did a pretty good job, and I bet he'll learn something from road courses, because I believe this is his first top 10 on a road course in the Cup Series, because he did not finish in the top 10 at the Daytona Road Course, but this is his first top 10 on a road course, so I bet he'll learn some things. But congratulations to Cole Custer. He had a pretty decent day. And finally, the driver who will be retiring after 2020, which I feel sad, but will be in the Fox booth in 2021, old man Clint Bowyer. Even though he was eliminated, it sucks, but they had them covered in the rain. They were one of the fastest in the dry, after the rain kind of dried up when the sun came out. But but those cautions at the end of both stages came at the wrong time for them, where he had to pit and stuff, and he thought the stage would end under caution, but no, they had a 1-lap dash, and Ty Dillon got his 3rd career stage, and that's the 2nd time Ty Dillon has stolen the stage from Clint Bowyer. That is such coincidence, because Ty Dillon got his 1st career stage at Bristol back in 2019. He stole that one from Clint Bowyer, barely, and then Ty Dillon got his 2nd career stage at Talladega, and then his 3rd career stage came today. Ty Dillon was hauling ass. He was, and he's now tied Jimmy Johnson with 3 stage wins, so that's something. But this is probably going to be Ty Dillon's last stage win, because, Germain Racing and stuff is leaving. But yeah, back to Clint Bowyer. Yeah, Clint Bowyer, and then, that wreck killed them, because I heard they lost power steering. But the guys, they gave him a great car today. He had a top 5 or race winning car, but, but I'm going to switch over about Clint Bowyer going to the care center after the race. I heard that he was good. He was definitely out of gas and something, another 3 laps, and he would have been on the ground after the race crappy flopping, self-inflicted, but, you know, he should have knocked the power steering out, but he can't do that. But still a pretty decent day for Clint Bowyer and the 14 team. It sucks that they've been eliminated, but we'll see how he does for his last 4 races of his career. So, yeah, good job to Clint Bowyer. And now let's rate this race. You know, the road courses have been pretty good this year. You know, the Daytona road course, I gave it a pretty high score. I'm going to give this race a pretty decent score because it wasn't as sloppy as, you know, as the beginning of the Xfinity Series Charlotte Roval race. So I'm going to give this race a solid 9 out of 10. Because, well, nope, just kidding. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. It was a really great race. I loved all of it. I like how, you know, the dry, the rain tires, and then you had switch to the dries, and we had so many spin outs and stuff. And then Echo Park, for the second or third year in a row, a driver smashes into the sign and they carry it with them. It happened to like I think the 23 car back in 2019 or 2018, I forgot. I think it was Gray Golding. It happened to Chris Buescher, and then it also happened today to John Hunter Nemechek, so that was pretty funny. But yeah, I give this race a 10 out of 10. Let me know what you guys would give it in the comment section below. So here's your round of 8. You got Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin, Keselowski, and Chase Elliott at the first 4 spots. And the last 4 spots below the cut line is Joe Logano, Mark Truex Jr., Alex Bowman, and Kurt Busch. I will be making my championship 4 drivers of who do I predict will make the championship 4 this Wednesday, so you guys don't want to miss that. So yeah, that's gonna be it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and this race was pretty crazy, you know, pretty good 2 races the last 2 days. So yeah, I'm off on Monday and stuff, so I get to watch football and stuff. But yeah, this was a pretty crazy race. Well, not crazy as the Xfinity race, but this was a pretty decent race. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. See you Wednesday. Peace out.